a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We gotta party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We gotta party for a lifetime. Oh, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. I'm on my last straw, I'm broken.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you was there on my last live that I was just doing, we just finished up a live with Summer Wells. Good to see you all in chat. Thank you all for the warm comments. Good to see you all. Thank you. We are talking about Sebastian Rogers now. We were up late or early in the morning, I guess you could say, on my other channel, Hey Sweet Tea. If you're not subscribed to that one, please consider subscribing. Greatly appreciate it. We do, I guess, less formal lives over there. It's more chill, I guess you could say. Thank you, Chris. Want to thank Cotton Candy 65. Thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Means a lot to me. If you haven't been a member yet, please consider becoming a member. It helps expand my content if you're able to. Always appreciative. Thank you so much, East Texas Chick. Really do appreciate it. So, yes, none of y'all are late. Nobody's late here. Everyone that showed up is not late. No tardy slips yet. The day is young. The day is young. So you thought that was really interesting last night. So last night we had a very deep conversation about theories. I called it the speculation station. And but first, I do want to tell this. Sebastian Rogers was last seen February 25th, 26th, um, from Hendersonville, Tennessee. The police have not named anyone a person of interest or a suspect either way. They really haven't told the public anything other than Sebastian is missing. Keep your eyes open. Now, it's been 110 days or something at this point. And there is it's a mixed home, I guess you could say, a blended family. Sebastian Rogers has a stepdad. His name is Chris Proudfoot. His mother is Katie Proudfoot, and his bio father is Seth Rogers, which is obviously where Sebastian gets his last name from. He lives 40 minutes away or so. Seth has been searching for his son since he went missing. Katie and Chris say they have been searching, but there's been no evidence or proof of that I have seen, in my opinion, at least. Now, we were speaking last night, speculating if we were trying to do different theories. And, the first theory that we were speaking about was in this theory, and I want to be extremely forward with you. These are just theories. It does not mean it happened, and we are not saying or accusing this happened. It is just theories. That is it. So I want people to know that. Not claiming this happened, not saying this happened, just speculating theories or not placing blame. But we were speaking that, if Chris could have been home on I just got done with Summer's Live, February 25th, which was on a Sunday. Now, Chris stated in other lives that we are just like any ordinary family. We work Monday through Friday. Well, Sebastian, you know, went missing anywhere from Sunday night to Monday morning. And there was I don't think he could have been there, guys, before something happened, in my opinion. I don't think he could have been there. And if you were in my live last night, you understand. And the only way I think he could have technically been there is if the call, the 3-hour call, which technically was 2 hours, it's not 3 hours. Thank you so much. Hey Jude, the polka dots are killer. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. And because we were, a lot of true crime channels, they just say, well, I think this happened. I think that happened. I think this happened. And we were really brainstorming last night till our brains were hurting, I think. And the reason I don't think, and I kind of thought before, well, maybe he was home that weekend, but I don't think no proof there was a call that evening. And that's there's not. But Mohawk, I'm going to argue that there is no proof that there was a call. But I don't understand why Chris and Katie would say, yeah, we had a conversation for 2 or 3 hours, knowing that they are going to check their phone calls. I mean, if they would be involved, they would have plenty of real stuff that they would be untruthful about, right? Mine still hurts from it. Kept you awake. But I just don't think that Chris and Katie are going to be untruthful about a 2-hour phone call. The headlight videos, I have a thought. But what we were talking about last night, so we were talking about, there's been this theory that Chris, could have forwarded his phone number, right? Well, he couldn't have done that without, if he had, like, let's say he was already in Hendersonville Sunday. He was just already there, right? And I really believe this was a very unplanned, off the cuff, something happened. He wouldn't he wouldn't have had his phone in Mississippi on auto answer because he wasn't planning for anything to happen. Nobody was planning for anything to happen, right? So he really couldn't have had, and also if, let's say he did have it on auto answer, but he was calling, from, Hendersonville or whatever, or Katie was calling from Hendersonville, it's just not likely that he would have it on auto answer, um with, not planning anything to happen, right? We looked at all kinds of different theories. In my opinion, I am thinking the exact same thing you are, Justin. CP wasn't at home beforehand. I just don't see, I don't, unless they are lying about a 2-hour phone call. Now, listen, the 2-hour phone call, 3-hour phone call may not have happened. Okay, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. I want to know a poll. Give me a second here so I can pull it up. Bear with me 1 second, please, so I can pull this up because I want to know your thoughts on this. Because, okay, we're going to do a poll. Do you think the three 3-hour phone call happened? There you go. Just dropped it. Do you think the 3-hour phone call happened? Justin, the call could have been earlier in the day, like a dinner. It could have, but in that theory, Mohawk, are you saying that Chris could have already allegedly been in Hendersonville? Yeah, it's only a 2-hour phone call, but people know it as the 3-hour phone call. Please vote there. I want to see what. Well, the 3-hour phone call would be, you know, whenever they say they were speaking on the phone together. Wendy is late. Where is Wendy? Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. Wendy, to the office, please. You're being paged. Wendy, to the office, please. You're being paged. We need a late slip for Wendy mods. Late slip for Wendy's. The poll is at the top. I know, but I mean, is he are they silly enough to lie about where they're see? I think Chris is much smarter than that, much more intelligent. I think that Chris knows their phones are going to be pinged. 1 second. Okay. That's the easiest thing. It's the easiest thing to verify. It's the easiest thing for them to verify. Thank you, Liplock, for writing that. I appreciate that. Can law enforcement check the call if it was dead air on the call? So I don't think they can check it for dead air, but they can check if there's movement. Right? They can check if there's movement. But then you could say, you know, you set it down or whatever. Yeah, it was from 9:46 until before midnight. So I'm saying 11:45. It was technically a 2-hour phone call. Right? Like we're getting, trying to really hone it. Fragile like a thank you so much, my dear. Welcome. You darling. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Trishy. Sorry, my dear. I apologize. I missed you there. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Is that really you with your horse? That is, you both are so beautiful. Okay, I speculate that the phone call happened and he was upset after 12 a.m., then raced home. Would if Chris would come home after this. So that's the only thing we could really determine last night, based upon the theories, is could Chris have left at 11:45, 12:45, 1:45, 2:45, and then 30 minutes would be about 3:10, 3:15ish, right? And there's no traffic, and I'm sure someone would be flying really quick. So I think that that is doable. Like after he got off the phone with Katie, he could have came straight there. Hey Justin, just coming in. I just finished making dinner, tacos and rice. She didn't even offer us any. Nicole. I've not been having much of an appetite, but having to make myself eat. Why, honey? Why you don't have an appetite? You got a belly bug? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Christy. Thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate the support. Did Katie leave out the part about the phone when she told the neighbor what happened? No. Justin, I like the way you think. Thank you, Zebra Girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. You know, a lot of true crime channels, they just say, "Well, I think this happened. I think that happened," but they don't think about, is that possible? Going through why it could be possible or why it couldn't be possible. So we break it down. So she told neighbors that happened at 11:30. Now, see, that's interesting to me. See, if it happened at 11:30, right? To me, that seems kind of likely. Like if she told him to go to bed at 9, he wasn't going to bed, wasn't sleeping, any of that, then I can see, her maybe getting frustrated, right? Katie did not mention being on the phone with the neighbor. Let's play that. So where are we at? Did the 3-hour phone call happen? 44% say yes, 56% say no. So not most, but a majority, more than half, it's, really close, but think of you that the phone call did not happen. Okay. So we're going to have to do a theory, a speculation of the phone call happening and the phone call not happening, right? Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, Emily. Lilo. Emalilo? Am I saying that wrong? Can you do sound spelling for me? I'm really bad with names. I apologize. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. Daisy Love. Daisy Love, to the office, please. You are late. Daisy Love, to the office, please. You are late. We need a late slip for Daisy Love. Thank you. Good to see you, Daisy Love. Sonia Allen, thank you so much for your support. Really love you too, my dear. Thank you. Debbie. Thank you for gifting a pearl necklace. If you received that pearl necklace, please thank our beloved Debbie357. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. And Stormcat, that's my thinking. Why make up a call? But I'm not the chat. The chat says, more people in the chat say that they believe the call did not happen. But I personally think it did happen. Sorry, Justin, love you late, but love you and the dots. Thank you for loving my dots. Still getting a pink slip though. Sarah, to the office, please. You're being paged. Sarah, to the office, please. You're being paged. Late slip. Emma Leo. Is that right? Did I say it right? Emilio. Well, I mean, 2-hour, 3-hour call. Same thing, right? It only a 30-minute call, you think? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Got it. Leo. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Theresa. Thank you so much. KP and CP will not lie about the call when they are aware that law enforcement are listening in as much as they are not. I say the same thing. Like, I think, I mean, that is like, you know, forensics 101. You don't ever lie about the calls happening, right? But I don't know. I think the call happened, but it's possible he left the phone and drove there and helped KP. Now, yes, that is a possibility. He could have, in this theory, left a phone and called, right? Called, dropped the phone, and went that way. Now, that is a possibility, right? Or they could have had the call, hung up, and left, right? So that is, I think, well, why does the phone call matter or not? Because it matters was in this theory, a guy named Chris really at his, was he at the house when this happened? Was he in Mississippi when this happened? So, but no one. To me, it is a strange way to answer, and I just said in chat, but no one. I don't know what you, we got. I don't see what you mean, dear. I guess I missed it. I apologize if I missed it. If there's a phone call, it places him factually somewhere. Yes, it would have to, because we looked into, someone brought up VPNs last night. Well, VPNs only covers internet. It doesn't cover your phones are still, your cell phone is still going to ping off of the closest tower, right? So there's that. What else did we look at? We looked at auto answer. Well, he would have to still be in Mississippi and hit auto answer. So the call, which means he's still in Mississippi regardless, right? Nobody just keeps their phone on auto answer. That's just not rational, right? Ginger Snaps, oh my goodness, thank you so very much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Really do appreciate that. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank Ginger Snap. But before we do that, when you gift 5 or more pearl necklaces, it's a very serious process that we do around here. And we have to do a membership application.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Beep, beep,
Stand
mother
clear of the
chickens.
closing doors, please.
The lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Congratulations to the 5 members that received a pearl necklace. Your application has been approved. Please do us a big favor and give our beloved Ginger Snap a big, big thank you. Thank you again, Ginger Snap, for your support. And Sarah, thank you so very much, my dear. Thank you so much for becoming a pearl. Pearls look amazing on you, my dear. They always look amazing on you. Thank you so much for becoming a pearl. Please welcome Sarah to our new pearl family. Thank you, my dear. We need a telecommunication expert. That, I might write that down. I can probably find somebody, I bet. You have a certain type of phone to do that. What do you mean, Lee? You have a certain type of phone to do that. I don't think there is a burner phone. I think CP had a work phone. Yes, but that's the thing, Wild Child Life. We talked about that last night. And even the thing is, even if he has a burner phone and he forwarded that call, right? The only thing, I have a burner phone here, I have my regular phone here, right? I have my regular phone number forwarded to my burner phone, right? Well, wherever my burner phone is, it's still going to be pinging wherever the burner phone is, right? So I don't really think that's really feasible. I just heard someone say not all phones can auto answer. I know Androids can. I think Apple can as well. I mean, most phones can. I mean, if it's like a home phone or something, but I think the majority, phones are either Android or Apple. So there's a Jessica. Thank you so much for 3 months, my love. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for showing up for us daily and looking beautiful as always. Thank you, Jessica. It's very kind of you. Appreciate your support, my dear. Wes, out of the bushes, Wes. Hello, good to see you. Pearls are beautiful. I don't know if auto answer will stay as an open line unless there are people actively speaking. I think call forwarding setup is advanced, would be for a call left off the hook to pretend. Yeah, so I mean, I really, that's a point. That's a point, but I think that is a point, Mohawk. But I still think that law enforcement would know based upon the regular line that call was forwarded, and it may not be in a person's name, but it would know the number that it was forwarded to. So they would probably still know the phone, right? They may not know whose name is it technically, but it would know the number, and you could pretty much assume that it was the person's name that the regular phone was in. Wouldn't you think? You still have 2 ants, 2 more cars that could have easily tricked anyone, but for what? Not a. I doubt everyone ain't in a murder fund. Um, I work for a construction company, and they give all field workers a phone, a work phone, iPhone. Yes. I think he would. I really think Chris has more than one phone. I really do believe that. But do I have proof of that? No, I don't have proof of that. But I would think that he would have one. Katie and him would probably be on his mom's plan, and then he would probably have the phone. They would have no way to track a burner phone. Uh, I mean, the technology is, I mean, they can check, they can follow a burner phone, but they don't know whose name is it in, right? So there's that. It doesn't matter if you're speaking or not. A call can stays connected if till someone breaks the link. And that is true. That is true. Very good point, Holloway. We know burner phones can be tracked back to the person who opens them and purchased them. We know that from Rex Himmerman and many other cases. Yes, so many times, uh, especially people at Walmart, they always buy their shit at Walmart. They'll they'll go to Walmart, they'll buy a burner phone, uh, and they can track, you know, from the tower. They get some information. They find where it was sold from, right? They contact the company. The company will tell them which store and the receipt, and then they pull up the security cameras. Yes, all phones ping. All cell phones ping. Absolutely. I did a little bit of Rex, Sarah, when it first happened and stuff. He's a real creepy guy. He's real tall, and he such an asshole. He would his victims were very small, petite women. Um, they buy the phone, the card, and they pay with a personal gift card. Probably. So law enforcement can tell if the phone is forwarded. Yes, exactly. They can tell if the phone is forwarded, and they can tell if it is stationary. If the phone unusual to have a phone completely still for that length of time, your carrier will tell if your carrier can tell if you're go upstairs. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. We learned that on what's the case? Oh God. South Carolina. Can't even think. Murdaugh. Sorry. There we go. Murdaugh. Yep. Yep. Good job. A death penalty. Absolutely. Thank God for that. That's amazing. Yeah. Morphew as well. Yes, Morphew as well. So I don't know, we were talking about that last night, and it is possible that he wasn't there. during the time something happened to Sebastian. He could have helped afterwards, right? He could have helped afterwards. You know, Katie and Sebastian are seen leaving Texas Steakhouse at around 6:30. They're home by 6:50ish. Let's say 7 o'clock. Sebastian is taking out the trash, or someone, unknown person. Someone took out the trash, right? And then last night we did maybe an argument between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. 10 p.m. a thud happens. Now, Chris and Katie on the phone from 9:46 to 9:45 in this theory. That's 2 hours. Chris leaves Mississippi at 11:45. He would arrive the latest at 3:15 in the morning, which that video, right? Remember, the video is at supposedly at 3:10. So we can't forget that. That video is at 3:10. Now, they are supposedly there for just a few moments, and then they get out of there, right?
Near Sebastian's home the night his parents say he disappeared.
The video you're about to see is from early Monday morning, February 26th, around 3:10 a.m. Now, there are no street lights in the Stafford Court neighborhood, so it is at night, pitch black. What you will see here are these 2 points of light believed to be people with flashlights in the area around Sebastian Rogers' Hendersonville home. It is believed Sebastian left his home barefoot and with a flashlight sometime overnight. Since his disappearance, authorities have reviewed security video from homes in the neighborhood looking for clues.
We have had several clips that have come in.
And this one is getting the most attention, showing signs of activity around Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. You see 2 light sources, which we've circled to help you follow. For point of reference, the security camera was pointed toward the back of Sebastian's home in a common area. In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1, a few seconds later, then moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it. I know there's not much to see here. You certainly cannot identify anyone, but those close to the investigation tell me the mere fact that there is now evidence that someone is in the area around Sebastian's home is significant. This video shows suspicious activity in the immediate area the night Sebastian disappeared. Could one of these subjects have been Sebastian? Did he meet and leave with someone? Sebastian's father says his son would not go with a stranger.
It's up in the air for me because I don't think he would get into a vehicle with somebody unless he knew them.
So what exactly are we seeing here? I know investigators are doing what they can to try enhancing the video for any more clues. For now, this video is now part of the Sebastian Rogers missing person file, and I'm told it could become more significant depending on where the ongoing investigation leads. We'll be following that. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Nick. Of course, the search for Sebastian continues, with detectives now looking into any possibility of foul play.
Any possibility of foul play. Now, I think what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to, with those dots, I am going to see if I can get anything, which I'm almost certain I can't, but I'm going to put like 1,000 filters on it. Literally 1,000 filters. And see if I can do something with it. Can you tell if a bot? No, you can't tell. Can't tell anything. Now, something happened, right? There are very dim light sources that are coming. At one point, you can tell by their movement like it's human, and then the next time one is moving faster, and it's human in my opinion. No one in that neighborhood has said, "Oh, that was us out." And this is also in the common area of Chris and Katie's backyard. It's definitely not a garbage truck. I mean, I never believed it was a garbage truck. Never believed it was a garbage truck whatsoever. Now, I want to show you this before we do this. This is what guidance did, and I'll tell you when it's a really important to watch. It's all very important.
Okay, here's my written up vision. So,
but she's going to overlay it, and you're going to see almost.
I'm marking off the lakes. 1, 2. There's the 2 lakes that are in the construction area. What's being circled now is the alleged camera footage. There's the Proudfoot home, a straight line through the common area, and there's a possible passageway between homes depending on video surveillance, all the way to the main road. Even though there's no specific scent, I still want to give that option open. So then we go to the ground view. And once we get to the ground view, I zoom in on the camera right there that is facing towards the common area between the 3 homes. The home on the right, the home on the left, which is the neighbors right there, and the Proudfoots. You can tell the difference by the rooftops. They are definitely different. And my apologies on writing this because I don't have one of those to write with. I can't think of the name. But so trying to get a better view of what the camera saw. As you see,
all right, watch this.
There's a runway right through there of the fence line as well. I initially thought it was bushes. And to me, it looks like fences between the common area and walking between the property lines. Now, then I go back out and I map the distance of the lakes to the house and where the camera is positioned. I believe this is where the camera footage was filmed, and that is the view.
This is the view, right?
Let me know what you think.
Now, this is Chris and Katie's house right there.
Let's get Sebastian home, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, and thank you for tuning in. We're here for one purpose, and that's Sebastian. Sebastian Strong, and see you on the next one. God bless.
She's going to overlap it here. Now, guidance is getting ready to do. She just did it with in this video, she just did it with the one, like moving fast. She's getting ready to use I think there's 3 videos total that's been out. She's getting ready to do it with all 3, overlap them. But this is very important. Here we go. All right, so from the Proudfoots home to like the gazebo area is about 147 feet. 145, 147 feet. All right. This is the vicinity. Right here is the vicinity of what the common area is. Now there is kind of like a ditch, for lack of a better word, a drainage area, like a little creek when it rains. That's right through here, right? Proudfoot's backyard. This is the fence that we see right there, right? And so we're looking in this area. Right here, she's overlapping it. All right, so here it is overlapped in a larger photo. You're going to be watching in this area. This is the Proudfoot's backyard, the neighbor in here, this area right here. See the dot walking? Walking in this area. Walking right around that gazebo area. Now, it's pretty interesting if you ask me. Well, I could see the car as, yeah. And then remember, according to the neighbor, the car backs up on, I forget the street name. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you so much. So what did the neighbor say? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this was on JLR. Oops, let me switch it over so we don't have a commercial here. Okay. Credit goes to JLR Investigates. Link will be provided in the description. All right.
And apparently he was still up.
Let me find it.
Said you can actually see this that Sebastian was in her room. She was in the kitchen. She said, "You need to go to bed." And
Hold on. Might be back here.
totally misconstrued. I don't know. Let
me see if I can find the timestamp.
That, but my thing is, and again, I'm not trying to put anything blame on them at all because I don't know them, don't know anything about their personal story, have no idea. I can't confirm any of this, but I just know that I'm surprised that the mattress has been in the garage that long. I mean, if the mattress is for your child next to them, when the garage door would come up for her to leave, they saw a mattress. And like I said, it wasn't like I'm gonna kill you or I'm gonna beat your butt. You know, it wasn't kids screaming, "Help me!" Don't you know? But it's not gonna be something that a neighbor is gonna see. Things that were set up, by law, have to report it.
Man, I'm trying to find the part where she's talking about it.
And that kind of thing. I don't live close enough to them to were said.
It's black in the neighborhood. Do you buy it where they're claiming that this kid walked out the front door and kind of bad neighborhood?
No. No, because I don't think so. I mean, unless their parents didn't. Now, we did have a ding dong because everybody got to go to bed and whatever. Nobody ever gets like.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know the back.
And I was like, you know what? Look, we don't want to, cause any issues.
They're looking for his son, or
Does anyone know the timestamp of it?
I apologize. And my son,
Trying to find where the trash.
what are you doing out here? Sense, because if that house is located here,
Maybe this is it.
all of them. I just wanted to see if I could find them. So we're driving down my road.
No.
I don't know what to do, and I'm flashlight, but you can see it because it's pitch black dark.
did Chris encounter you? You mind sharing? I think
On that kind of thing. Didn't even know Sebastian existed.
That's sad.
Protect yourself and just stay. Spread it. We've shared it on social media. A lot of us were out, and that you can tell there are 2 different time frames.
Okay, this is
She
it.
said you can see the trash truck to something. They're like she said, the time stamp on, unless you're an elderly person, you ask them if your trash is like in the front of your house.
Okay, here it is.
Car sitting on. There's no proof of that.
so. No
Can't see
evidence.
it. But so dark that she couldn't really see. So that you cannot see trash on this.
Bear with me. Sorry.
Oh, it gets quiet. It's loud. I mean, you hear the arm doing all that. So by the time
I got it finally.
they collect the trash coming up the street, though, not going down it. They're collecting it as they come up. So I guess they're probably in the neighborhood just like around 5, just before 5.
I don't think anyone ever believed that the trash was there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, and people's like, yeah, they did. And I'm like, maybe commercial, but residential, they're not going to be there at 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. Now they are there early. They are there early overall, but not 3 o'clock in the morning still.
And they're out of there before the buses come.
Yes.
Or the bus comes, or the
Absolutely.
You said buses. Where's trash go?
Oh, it gets dumped in either Nashville or Gallatin. If Nashville is full, they'll temporarily dump it to Gallatin, and then once I guess Nashville gets whatever, then they'll transport to Nashville. The big misconception was that the neighborhood behind us, they get picked up by a different company on Tuesdays.
Neighborhood behind them gets picked up on Tuesdays. You think it's interesting right after the trash ran that Katie leaves, like literally the trash runs, Katie leaves, or do you think it's just because that's around the time Sebastian was supposed to wake up, or is it just, or both?
So that's a whole different thing.
Is that construction development you're talking about?
Well, that was the dumpster that everybody was asking about. How is it possible that whatever, that the dog hit over there as well? The second.
Reiki B to the office, please. Reiki B to the office, please. You're being paged. Late slip for Reiki B. Reiki B. Hey, Justin, mods, and everyone. Late, but I'll watch tomorrow anyways. Thank you, Reiki B. Good to see you. Get a late slip, though. This neighbor was on Terry's channel last night. That was on the same night as was on Chris. Yeah, we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that for sure.
Dog that was out walking hit also by the trash dumpster, and the trash dumpster owner found that out when law enforcement told him that we got a hit by the dumpster. The owner of the dumpster called them back and said, okay, we dumped our trash on this certain day, Tuesday, whatever, on that certain day in Kentucky, so you guys need to go and get a warrant, obviously. And he gave them permission to go search the Kentucky dumpster or landfill. So that's why they went to Kentucky. And then I was told that they also checked Gallatin and Nashville as well.
That night, Katie claims the night of the 25th that Sebastian takes the trash.
That is very true. Very true. Simone Proudfoots were very fast to debunk this video and convincing that it is absolutely nothing. They said, we wish that it was something. Believe us, we wish it was something, but unfortunately, it's not, is what they said. So, Chris thought of one hell of one because it definitely worked. Trash truck never stopped at the Proudfoots' house. What happened to their trash? No, that's not true. They absolutely stopped at their house.
Out after they arrived home from going out to dinner. Go ahead.
There's no specific footage of that. The neighbor that has the Ring door camera that saw that, she said to me on the phone that the only thing you can see is a silhouette. She said you cannot see a physical person. There is absolutely no physical proof of Sebastian being at their house that night after dinner.
That night after dinner. Thank you so much, Serenity, for your support, my dear. Appreciate it. Thank you, my dear. Please play the part where she states the timestamp is stuck at 3 a.m. She says neighbor told her timestamp not accurate because it's stuck on 3. Yes. Yes.
There's nothing.
There's
her car coming home. My neighbor did tell me that she saw her car come, but she parks in the garage, so nobody saw him get out of the car.
What time was that? I always want to know what time she arrived home. Do you know?
I asked, and she said that it was so dark that she couldn't really see. She saw about 6 or so, I think is what she said, ish, because they went to dinner at Texas and then supposedly came home, and then her car came into the driveway around 6, and then somebody pulled the trash bin out, after that. But they don't know who it was because you can't tell.
So no evidence. Any neighbor, including yourself or because you all talk, the neighbors talk to everybody and said there's nothing to indicate that he was home that night. He got home that night.
There's no proof of that. Nobody ever saw him come home, or really, I mean, I don't even know if anybody can say they saw him leave with her. I mean, no, I don't think anybody actually looked back that far. It was so chaotic at the very beginning. I think the police were so focused on a runaway teen that was what everybody was focused on. So when they first asked to look at their video cameras, I think everybody was checking him walking out, but there's no proof of him physically walking out. And then it was, okay, are there any cars around there? And so going back to the whole light thing, I was told that there was an unidentified car sitting on my street facing the entrance somewhere around 3:30 or so. And then the flashlights were actually seen on the neighbor's camera, 2 separate flashlights walking in between the yards, which the trash truck does not do. They don't need to. All of the trash is at the curb. They have never, ever gone. Matter of fact, when you sign up for services, they tell you in the email their rules and regulations. If your trash is not by the curb, they don't take it. Unless, you're an elderly person, you ask them. If your trash is like in the front of your house and you ask them, they'll come and get it.
Now, in between the yards. So let's say that a stranger took Sebastian out, right? Are they going to know where, like, they may know that Chris and Katie may not have security cameras around their house, but are they going to know that, in the front yard, that the other neighbors have Ring doorbell cameras? Tar, you're funny. Are they going to know that? Are they going to know the cameras? Why would they, why wouldn't they just pull up front and get Sebastian, right? Go to the door. Why wouldn't they just, someone pull up front, be very quiet, go to the door, knock on his window or something, and be very quiet? Why is someone coming from the back area of the Proudfoot's home in the common area, and there is a car on the corner there? They go around the car for they're 3.5, 4 minutes. Nobody's at the car. They go in the Proudfoot area, right? I guess 3 or 4 minutes, come back, right? And then they're around the car. Now think about this. They're around the car, right? Obviously, one gets in the car. They they back up and then leave, right? And then you see one other person going back, beep, 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 back to the common area. So let's think about this for a moment. One person is headed back. It wasn't Sebastian. You get what I mean? Two people, then coming together, right? They're going around the car. One gets in the car, leaves. Then one is seen coming running back faster. Well, it wasn't Sebastian. You get what I mean, y'all? Justin, I bet Sebastian never had a flashlight with him. KP and CP said that to debunk them moving around. I absolutely agree, Rhonda. I absolutely agree. The only thing I'd see is that he took his flashlight. In my opinion, that way, if the video ever came out, there you go. What does the fam clam claim about proof of life video he was shown? That was Seth, Katie, and Chris that saw that. And there's no other random people pulling up to the house, that there's no cars there, not one camera in every other case. They know clear foul play, yet not in Tennessee corruption was real. I just don't know if they know where that car went or if they can identify that car. I'm just not sure they can identify that car. I think it might have been too dark. The only thing it could be was Katie. She's the only one home the next morning. In my theory of opinion, I would agree. I would agree. Yes, thank you, Marlena. just a theory. What if KP had set Sebastian out on the roadway, and by the time at night she and CP and others went out looking for him? See, I don't think so, personally, Ginger Snap. And the reason I don't think so is he would have been seen on camera, right? He would have been seen on camera in that front yard. Now, remember what Chris said. If Sebastian would have went out the backyard, he would have been seen on camera. Not their camera, but obviously seen on a camera, i.e. the one Nick is showing. Or other cameras in that area. I think he was literally given to a family member after the restaurant. I pray to God I'm wrong, Valentina. But I really don't think he's with us anymore. I pray I'm wrong. Chris wasn't there. Remember, he got mad about them not letting him be a part of it. I don't know, being a part of what? Chris didn't care about no cameras. He was going to get the footage if he wanted, and not sure. Weird how suspect can get evidence video. Well, that was the front yard from the evidence photo, if you will. That was the front yard that the neighbors let him see. I have a question. Isn't the timer stuck at 3:11 or something? Is this the same time that they are claiming garbage trucks were going through the hood? No. The timer is stuck, but the garbage trucks they start at about 5 o'clock, maybe a little after, at the beginning of the road. And they base that off of the sunlight and all that, but also when the school bus comes. Someone needs to prove Chris really at work at 5:15 in the morning. That's because he couldn't have gotten there, and that is correct. And I don't think that I do not think that he was at work at 5:15. I don't think he was at work at 5:15. In fact, there's this video right here. Now, I do know that Chris starts work at 7 a.m. that morning. And if you believe this text as well, and I'll show you others.
He'd be removed from the
Hold
crane
on.
by 10 or 11 a.m. He was replaced. Allegedly, someone who worked with Chris Proudfoot the morning that Sebastian Rogers was reported missing, February 26th. Now, I don't know the credibility of these posts, but I want to share them because if not, a lot of people are going to start tagging me in them and ask me to talk about it. So here it is. Now, this guy says, I am working at St. Jude's. Chris Proudfoot was operating the crane for us February 26th. I had issues with his performance and his attitude and demeanor all morning, so bad that I had to request for him to be removed. I requested he be removed from the crane by 10 or 11 a.m. He was replaced. He stormed off the job site. We start work at 7 a.m. Now, in one of Chris's interviews in the beginning of this case, Chris said that he found out that Sebastian was missing because he was talking to Katie on the phone through an earpiece while he was working on the crane around 6:30 that morning. Now, if this guy is an actual co-worker of Chris Proudfoot's, how was Chris operating a crane at 6:30 if this guy's saying that they don't even start work until 7? Was he operating the crane early? Did he start, preparing the crane before 7, or was he straight up just lying? And also, you mean to tell me that his wife, Katie Proudfoot, is at home looking for her missing son, frantically, allegedly, and he continues to stay at work, remaining at work, operating a crane until 10 or 11 that day? I'm sorry, but if someone that I'm related to, whether we are by blood related or not, if I find out that they're missing, I am leaving work right away to go and help figure out what's going on. So this story just kind of makes Chris look like a liar, if true, because he did say that he was talking to her while he was working in his earpiece. And if he didn't even start work until 7, then that would have been a lie, or at least he was embellishing that story to some extent. Now, to play devil's advocate in Chris's favor, I think that it's possible that he could have found out that Sebastian was missing around 6:30, and maybe just brush it off thinking, oh, he just ran away, they'll find him in a couple hours, and continue to work. But he was in a bad mood, miserable, and stressed out because of this. And it's possible that he could just be remembering the timeline wrong, or he actually could have been starting work a little bit earlier than normal.
Okay.
That's possible. But it's just the fact that he has lied several.
So I think this is probably legit, because the city, you can call them, they say 7 a.m. It's also written 7 a.m. I also think the person wrote this because Chris was fired at that time. Had to wait to have a replacement before he left. No, they replace. There's always more than one crane there. There is 3 cranes operating at any. There's 3 cranes there. 3 cranes there. Now, I am working at St. Jude's. Chris was operating the crane for us February 26th. I had issues with his performance and his attitude and demeanor all morning, so bad that I requested for him to be removed. I requested he to be removed from the crane by 10 or 11 a.m. He was replaced, and he stormed off of the job site. We start work at 7 a.m. Now, first things first. If he says he was in a crane speaking to the kids are still sleeping at St. Jude before 7 a.m. Yeah. He said he was in a crane speaking to Katie and getting demands, and he's kind of confused, because talking out of both ears. The call happened. She calls Chris at 6:04. $6:04 in the morning. He was not in a crane at 6:04 in the morning. What was that comment? That is absolutely right. Most job sites keep the gates locked and opened when it's time to energize heavy machinery, fire up generators, etc. For safety reasons, they are not allowed access until work officially begins. The gates there open at 7 a.m. That is when they officially start work. There is also, someone sent it to me last night. I don't know if I still have it up though. Let me see if I still have it here. I may still have it. Bear with me 1 second. See if I can find it. I have other receipts of, I showed them last night on my other channel, of people Chris worked with, and it's also Chris commenting about how long this job is going to take, and it's supposed to be until 20. Chris commented this job site was going to be, guys, why is Mystic Fly timed out? Why is he being timed out? He didn't ask work. Surprise, he lied again. He didn't ask to leave work. Looks like he got kicked out. Well, number one, why would you go to work whenever your wife just called you and you called 911 for your child, your stepchild? Why? Hey, bro. There's no way in hell that I would, your husband or your wife calls you. I mean, I think that's the reason, absolutely. But, why would, your wife calls you at 6:04 and says, Sebastian is not in his room. I've looked everywhere. Are you going to... Right. Well, I said 911, but call the emergency office. Call the sheriff's office. Are you going to say, all right, well, if you find him, let me know. If you find me, let me know. What did Bear say? And he stated where. Yeah, he was there till 10 or 11 a.m. And then he allegedly arrives after he was kicked off the job site, it sounds like. He goes to Hendersonville and he arrives there at around 1:30. Wonder too about what Bear said. What do you mean Bear said? I don't see it. This Bear, and he stated where till 10. Like, is that... Do you mean he stayed at work until 10 a.m.? Yeah, he was kicked off at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Do you always have two different earbuds in just in case KP wants to call you? I think he probably does, to be fair. I think he probably does. He's having earbuds and talking to the dispatch, I think. Yeah. One is to dispatch and the other one is his phone. Half pint. No one is cleared in this case, so he's still considered a suspect. Therefore, he should not have faith. I mean, well, they've said, police have said there's no evidence of, either way. So technically, we can have an emotional feeling about it, whether he should have faith or not, but the actuality is, you know, that's his daughter, and if he has the custody and everything is now, am I saying I agree with it? I'm not saying I agree with it, or I'm not saying I do or don't either way, but I'm saying, you know, if the police said we have absolute no evidence of foul play at this time, what are you going to do? Zelda, 4 months. Thank you, babies. Thank you so very much for 4 months, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate it, my dear. Thank you. And that's just that, you know. My boyfriend is a trucker, and he always has his headset and his earbuds. Yeah. I think that's just pretty much a common thing, if you ask me. If we time out someone for less time, will it override the original time? I don't know. I know I've heard you can block someone and then unblock them, and that takes out the timeout. So, who was timed out? I'm sure all eyes over Faith. Probably safer now than. Well, you know, it worked. Oh, good. Yay. Okay, good. So, you know, Chris did not want his daughter around Sebastian. I'm sure Katie did not like that. But then I think there were problems in their marriage, allegedly. And could she have just given in to the pressure one day whenever Sebastian was being difficult that evening? Whatever. Is that possible? Perhaps. Mystic, I think it was an accident, honey. We got you fixed. It's not. We got great mods, my dear. I apologize for that. Unique, he won't take her back. I don't think either one should be legally restrained until they are. Reminder, using my opinion, allegedly. Yeah. Hey, Britt. Yes, Haley. Yep. I think he told her to put the dogs up because he was heading home. You know, we did speak about that last night. Ironically, if you say, Chris said Katie always slept with the dogs whenever she was home alone. Well, that night she was home alone. Did he tell her to put up the dogs? Was he on his way? Right? So if we look at it as a time frame, right? If we look, let me pull this up. If we look at this at a time frame. Now, people last night was saying that if it's nighttime and there's no traffic, you can get there like even on some back roads at like 2.5 hours. Now, I don't know if that is true or not, but that's what people was saying. But still, we're going to use about 3 hours and 30 minutes, right? no dogs were crated before Sebastian went to bed. That is correct. It was after Sebastian went to bed. Yep, right. Before she went to bed. But let's say, for instance, he left at 11:45 that night, right? 11:45, 12:45, 1:45, 2:45. We're looking at 3:10 to 3:15-ish, right? Now, 3:15, 4:15, 5:15, 6:15, 6:45. I mean, that's 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do that drive myself. I'm going to do that drive myself, and I'm going to take y'all along with me. I got to know. I got to know. I thought the back roads were much slower too, but they said it wasn't, so I don't know. I want to know how long it takes them. Does anyone drive from Hendersonville to Memphis? Anyone? I can get there from north of Memphis. Hold on, where was that comment? North of Memphis in 2.5 hours. I get behind a trucker. From north of Memphis in 2.5 hours to Hendersonville, Tennessee, Rose. Justin, you will have to do that drive in the middle of the night like CP did. Yep. If KP took mother-in-law's car, came back at 3 a.m., they traded cars, lights going to and from car to switch back. You know, it makes me wonder if that is the reason why Chris needed to go back and get that motorhome so quick. Not motorhome, but RV. Now rush hour traffic. I love to drive after truckers. What does that mean? What does that mean? Charge your phones and vapes. We're going on a road trip. How about that? I'll be in Tennessee soon. Really soon. CP had plenty of time to drive to meet KP somewhere and to get to work on time the next morning. I mean, it depends, actually, to be fair. It really depends. It will tell you how long in rush hour traffic. Yes. So we can get to go on a field trip in the middle of the night. Yes. That might also be why CP wants ballistic about talking about his mem. Yes. No, I'm not in Tennessee, but I'm close to Tennessee. I'm very close to Tennessee. Very, very close. Yes, Shannon. Even if Sebastian is missing, Chris would be allowed in the home. Chris couldn't be allowed in the home due to CPS. No, I mean, if he's missing, yeah, he could. He absolutely could. So he needed his other house, his RV. Oh, very good point. I see what you're saying, Jesse. You think that maybe that's another reason why he would have been staying in the RV. yeah, takes poor Sebastian's animals, keeps his own. Silver on the scene is searching in Mississippi around Yogi Bear. Oh man, this area is gut turning. He is hot on the spots. What's the Silver on the scene? Is that a channel, Royal Blue? Justin, it can be done on the back roads quicker. That's what you said, but when is the back roads ever quicker? Park down the road. I think so. Let me check. Can someone send me that video of, I might have it if you just bear with me a second. It was crime. Oh shit, what was, let me look, hold on. Okay. YouTube. Let me pull out my history here. I've watched it yesterday. We played it yesterday. It's from here it is. Okay. Credit goes to our beautiful Bed Crime Stories. I love her. Guys, make sure you are subscribed to Bed Crime Stories. Thank you, Zelda. If you haven't subscribed, because she is amazing. Let me find it here.
One of the neighbor's security cameras. I found these on the mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Rogers Facebook page, and I'm going to read the note that the person who posted them wrote. The note reads, I think there's a lot of confusion about the video clips that were leaked. There are 3 total, all taken from the same camera and all slightly different. 34-second video. This is the video clip that shows the mystery car taillights / front lights spontaneously light up. That mystery car is stopped in the road and in the general area of the red circle in the diagram below. I'm going to share that diagram with you guys as well. Moving on, the note says, 19-second video. This video clip is the full frame of the flashlight 1 and 2 video. Yellow circle on the diagram is the 2 lights that Nick video are zoomed in on. So she's referring to Nick Barris. He's the reporter who first shared the video of the 2 mystery lights. The note continues, quote, in my opinion, there is only 1 moving light. 12-second video. This video clip is full frame of Nick's flashlight running back to the house video. A tiny light can be seen moving quickly in the dark area toward the top. All of these videos are from a camera on the garage of 101 Stafford. The diagram below illustrates the approximate field of view for that camera. The moving light illustrates the approximate field of view for that camera. The moving lights are in the drainage ditch that runs between, behind / between. I think this person who posted meant to write between / behind Sebastian and his neighbors' houses. Okay, that's what the note says. Now I'm going to share the videos again along with the note to try to make sure this is all very clear. I'm going to play the videos in the order that she described them. Okay, so that was the 34-second video. I'm going to play it again for you. This is the video clip
Watch
that
this.
shows
Watch
the
this.
mystery car tail lights / front lights spontaneously light up. That mystery car is stopped in the road, and it's where the red circle was in the diagram. Let me play it again for you.
Let me take this off 1 second. You see it right there?
Mystery car tail lights / front lights spontaneously light up. That mystery car is stopped in the road, and it's where the red circle was in the diagram. Let me play it again for you.
Look at this. Whose vehicle is this? Now, to me, this looks like a truck, maybe, or an SUV. What do y'all think? Let's do something with this. Hold on. That's an SUV, maybe. What do y'all think? Let me check something here. There we go. What do y'all think about this? I'm going to show y'all something in a second. Look like a white car. Well, it's dark, so it's on black and white.
Moving on to the 19-second video.
1, 2, 3, 4 cars, and then right there.
So this video clip is the full frame of the flashlights 1 and 2 video. The yellow circle on the diagram represents the 2 lights that the Nick Barris video are zoomed in on. This lady thinks
that's
there's
right.
only
I don't
one
know what I'm
moving
thinking.
light. Let's
God.
play that one.
It's behind it. Sorry, guys. Don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. Right here. Look behind. Watch the light.
You should look toward the lower right side of the screen for a tiny dot that represents what this lady believes is 1 flashlight, not 2. I'm going to play it again for you.
Right here. Look close to where my mouse is when it's going to come. There it goes.
And finally, I'm going to play the 12-second video, which is a full frame of Nick Barris's flashlight running back toward the house very quickly.
There it is again.
You'll see a tiny light can be seen moving quickly in the dark area towards
this.
the top. Did you see it? Let me play it again for you. Personally, I find this all very compelling. I have never felt right about that 3 a.m. 3:10, 3:30, whatever the time is. I haven't felt good about that video with those two lights. To me, those were never trash trucks. I've only let that go because Seth said that law enforcement showed it to him and they were these trucks.
Hold on, let
Chris
me try
Proudfoot
something.
has said the same thing, but I personally don't believe a whole heck of a lot that he says. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Bed Crime Stories.
All right, let me show you something.
Coming up.
I've broken some rules to
Oh,
make this. Carbon
crap.
fiber and
One
titanium.
second.
There's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did. You don't move.
Okay. All right. Let's go to. All right. So I was going to try it with Bing here rather than Google Earth. All right. This is Chris's house. It's a different time of year. How do I work this thing? Let's see here. There we go. All right. So the car, let me try it like this. Is that right? All right. So this is where the camera is pointing from, like right in here, right? And they're coming from these areas somewhere around here. Now there's a fence. This is the Proudfoot's backyard, right? And I don't know if they're coming from the ditch, but I think that they're coming from right here. This is 147 feet. It's not that big, right? 147 feet. Make sure y'all can see it here. I need to take this banner off. Either a ditch or an easement. Yeah, this is, you can tell this is like fall maybe, whenever this was done. But it's clear as day in that camera that something is coming. I think that they probably was, you wouldn't be seen as good either if you kind of was down in this area. You know, we're talking 3:10 in the morning, right? And a car is parked right here, right there. She says they pull up on her, like up on here, right? And then they pull up here again or something, and then they back, and then they leave. That's why no scent. They think the headlights are shining on the lawn. Interesting. And in my opinion only, I think that is the reason there were no scent of Sebastian at all that we're aware of. Because listen, if Sebastian for instance, came out the front door and went around here and went through this way and got in a car, well, there would be a scent. I want to check that out right now, Mike. There would be a scent, right? Look at this. Right? Sebastian, he's not going to go out the back door or any other door by, on his own. He comes out the front door, right? First of all, if he would come out the front door, the camera would pick him up. It didn't pick him up, but still, let's say the camera doesn't pick him up, even though you can see allegedly Katie and one of the neighbors running around the house looking for Sebastian. They also looked in this door, which I thought was interesting. Allegedly. Yep, Heather. So, but let's say that, and the camera didn't pick him. But Sebastian, for instance, using this as an example, this did not happen. Just an example. Walked out here. The camera didn't pick him up, but he still went back here, right? And then, went through here and jumped in the car. Well, that dog is going to follow that trail. There is nothing, which means what? How do you walk out without shoes, particularly, and not have a scent? I'm betting law enforcement showed Seth the clip of the video of the actual trash truck and not the part of the lights. I don't know. I just think that they didn't. I think that they didn't want Seth to speak, and they was afraid to show. No, they don't work at a funeral home. They don't work at a funeral home, honey. They don't work at a funeral home. All right, now, Mike, I'm going to play that video again. Can you tell me
leaked?
Okay, this is the car right here, supposedly, right? Is this the car that we're talking about, or is that the car? Let me make myself smaller. Is this the car lights? What's that?
From one of the neighbor's security cameras. I found these on the mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Rogers Facebook page, and I'm going to read the note that the person who posted them wrote. The note reads, I think there's a lot of confusion about the video clips that were leaked. There are 3 total, all taken from the same camera and all slightly different. 34-second video. This is the video clip that shows the mystery car taillights / front lights spontaneously light up. That mystery car is stopped in the road and in the general area of the red circle in the
red circle in the general. Hey, Misty love, I haven't seen you around in a couple days. You doing okay? Thank you so very much, my dear. Hey, Justin, the question is... The question is law enforcement gathering info for arrest or preparing a cover-up? Because Chris family involvement with law enforcement. What do you think? I think probably nothing is going to be done, in my opinion, until Sebastian is found. I don't know. When you are registered so you can give your address, and she did not long after he went missing. Okay.
diagram below. I'm going to share that diagram with you guys as well. Moving on, the note says, 19-second video. This video clip is the full frame of the flashlight 1 and 2 video. Yellow circle on the diagram is the 2 lights that Nick video are zoomed in on. So she's referring to Nick Barris. He's the reporter who first shared the video of the 2 mystery lights. The note continues, quote, "In my opinion, there is only one moving light." 12-second video. This video clip is full frame of Nick's flashlight running back to the house video. A tiny light can be seen moving quickly in the dark area toward the top. All of these videos are from a camera on the garage of 101 Stafford. The diagram below illustrates the approximate field of view for that camera. The moving lights are in the drainage ditch that runs between, behind, / between. I think this person who posted meant to write between / behind Sebastian and his neighbors' houses. Okay, that's what the note says. Now I'm going to share the videos again along with the note to try to make sure this is all very clear. I'm going to play the videos in the order that she described them. Okay, so that was the 34-second video. I'm going to play it again for you. This is the video clip that shows the mystery car tail.
Right. Let me see what you're saying. Mike, I'm trying to see what you're saying. Like right there? Is that what you mean, Mike? Look at the dark patch in beam at 34-second video. Look at the dark patch in beam. Which is the 34-second video? I can't remember. Which one is that? The tail lights and headlights. Tail lights and headlights. SL, they can. Misty, thank you so much, my dear. Yes, I'm okay, hun. YouTube hating, not sending notifications till you love. I unsubbed and resub. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me find this. There we go. Okay. With a hand on hip. 34-second video, first one. Zoom in on the headlight. See, the first video is the most confusing one to me. The headlight over here? Is that what you mean? Right over here?
Between, behind, / between. I think this person who posted meant to write between / behind Sebastian and his neighbors' houses. Okay, that's what the note says. Now I'm going to share the videos again along with the note to try to make sure this is all very clear. I'm going to play the videos in the order that she described them.
Oh. Hold on. Okay. So this is dark and then it gets light. Is that what you mean? Right? Look at this. This is dark and then it gets light. Correct? Okay. Dark. There we go. All right. And you can see there's light behind it, right? It looks like there's light behind it coming. Gotcha. Yes. Sugar and spice. Thank you so much for becoming a Pearl, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl Club. Pearls look amazing on you. Thank you so very much, my friend, for becoming a Pearl. Y'all, please welcome Sugar and Spice to the family. Yeah, zoom in on that rail light, Justin. I don't know if I can zoom. Like on this right here. Like that area in the box. Okay. So I can do that with the program. I'll send email showing if you drop email. Okay. Looks like the SUV taillight, the car that's on Stafford, could have interior lights. It's a truck with a shell. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Something's going. Looks like there's movement.
Okay, so that was the 34-second video. I'm going to play it again for you. This is the video clip that shows the mystery car tail lights / front lights spontaneously light up. That mystery car is stopped in the road, and it's where the red circle was in the diagram. Let me play it again for you.
This is bedtime crime stories, my dear. Let me see here. Is that, hold on. I'm wondering, is that a car or is that the lights from over there?
Moving on to the 19-second video. This video clip is the full frame of the flashlights 1 and 2 video. The yellow circle on the diagram represents the two lights that the Nick Barris video are zoomed in on. This lady thinks there's only one moving light. Let's play that one.
Headlight. Tail light.
You should look toward the lower right side of the screen for a tiny dot that represents what this lady believes is one flashlight, not two. Lower right side of the screen for a tiny dot that represents what this lady believes is one flashlight, not two. I'm going to play it again for you. And finally, I'm going to play the 12-second video, which is a full frame of Nick Barris's flashlight running back toward the house very quickly. You'll see a tiny light can be seen moving quickly in the dark area towards the top. Did you see it? Let me play it again for you.
Right there.
Personally, I find this all very compelling. I have never felt right about that 3 a.m., 3:10, 3:30, whatever the time is. I haven't felt good about that video with those two lights. To me, those were never trash trucks. I've only let that go because Seth said that law enforcement showed it to him and they were these trucks. Chris Proudfoot has said the same thing, but I personally don't believe a whole.
I need to go
The
back.
note continues, quote,
I need to go back to this because I need to see this.
Are in the drainage ditch that runs between, behind, / between. I think this person who posted meant to write between / behind Sebastian and his neighbors' houses. Okay, that's what the note says. Now I'm going to share the videos again along with the note to try to make sure this is all very clear. I'm going to play the videos in the order that she described them.
Yeah. Headlight, tail light. Headlight, tail light. Headlight, tail light. Okay. Let me show you this. Because let me show you. Bear with me. See how, all right. You know when someone turns if it was paper deliveries, I'm wondering why would they leave the vicinity of the house and then return? That's not a paper. Paper, they throw it, they drive to each house and throw it out. Now look how it goes. All right, see, it's darker here, right? Now you're going to see a headlight and then a tail light. Baranta. See how it lights up? There we go. Light. It goes headlight and a tail light. There we go. All right. And this is the back of the truck. This is the back of the car. Right there, mother chickens. Okay. All right. Now I've got my mind wrapped around this one. This. Oh my God. Hold on. Justin, Truth Sleuth sent you a video that is 1 minute and 28 seconds this morning. Okay. Let me look. All right, hold on. Okay, look at this, y'all. So I used to have an Infinity. It wasn't the same model. I had the QX80. And the back of that shape.
You can tell because it's pitch black dark in the middle of the night when the car comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions in between the yards. They do whatever they're doing around the car. The car backs up Kellen and leaves from Stafford. I'm sorry, backs up Kellen and leaves. She said, but you can tell because it's pitch black dark in the middle of the night when the car comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions in between the yards. They do whatever they're doing. Coming from 2 different directions in between. The yards. Comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions.
Sorry, look at this. Look at this. You can see it. If you're on your phone, you can zoom, but watch where the red arrow is. Hold on. Let me get it. Boom. Gone. Boom. 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 Look at there. Subject 2. Was this windy enough that night to be blowing? Watch this. exactly thing she's describing. It's
can tell because it's pitch black dark in the middle of the night when the car comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions in between the yards. They do whatever they're doing around the car. The car backs up Kellen and leaves from Stafford. I'm sorry, backs up Kellen and leaves. She said, but you can tell because it's pitch black dark in the middle of the night when the car comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions in between the yards.
That's clearly.
They do whatever they're doing around. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions in between the yards. 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 They do directions in between the yards. They do whatever they're doing around the.
There you go. Now. Now know why everyone says to stay away. Roxy, I've never seen an argument. Justin chat. Is someone arguing? We don't argue here. We debate. Someone's arguing. 7 inches of rain in my area. Okay. Okay, let's see this. Okay. Oh, this is CSI. Okay. Make sure you guys sub to CSI. Love CSI, sweetheart. Mods, here's the link. Let me take this down. And bear with me. CSI crowdsource illuminations. Crowdsourced illuminations. Give her credit. Bear with me. Link will be provided in the description. I do it while I'm here so I don't forget to ever put their link in. Just bear with me 1 second. All right, so this is CSI crowdsource illuminations. Subject 1. Subject 2. Let's see here. Just uninterrupted is what it is. Okay. You can see like what's subject to right here. Let me fast forward it really fast. That way you can see it move faster. Oops. They're going around that car. Look, you can tell coming around that car, subject to. Subject 1 is right here. Right? Stops right here. Kind of moves off the frame. Now subject 2 is going to come along. Subject 2's. Here we go. There we go. And the commotion up at the top left corner on the video looks like people moving. Now, I'll be honest with you, the commotion video, I mean, it could be something like 2 people, but I personally, I'm not a believer of the commotion video. Like, especially if they're saying Sebastian is involved. And the reason being is they would have picked up Sebastian's scent. Right? If he was walking or there was some type of commotion or ruckus, in my opinion. Holly, oh my God. Thank you, love. Thank you so much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. I love you, my dear. You know what happens around here. If 5 or more pearl necklaces are given, very serious. We have to do huge application process.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop
Beep, beep,
is
mother chickens.
Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
To the lesser fight, my body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Thank you so much, Holly, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. If you received the pearl necklace, please thank our beloved Holly, because your application has been approved. Congratulations to the 5 new members. Please welcome our 5 new members. Thank you so much. Holly Dolly, thank you so much, my dear Justin. The larger light at the very top could be the Proudfoot enclosed back porch. What do you think? Yes. Could be. Could be, perhaps. Could be a floodlight. Just depends if they would have it on or not, you know? But yeah, perhaps. TQ Smooth. Thanks, Holly. That's sweet, TQ. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's what I think it is. Holly Dolly True Sleuth says. Please don't watch the Ruckus video, Justin. I lost my mind and brain cells the first time I watched it. I've seen that, but I personally don't think that there is this ruckus going on personally. That's me. But that's just my opinion. Now, I think the whatever ruckus happened before. Um Again, that's just my opinion. I could be absolutely wrong, but I feel like the two reasons why I feel like a ruckus that's not a ruckus video is one, I think that whatever ruckus happened already happened. And two, I think if Sebastian was walking along the yard, there would have easily been a scent. The headlight beam will be very important in my humble opinion. All right, Mike. I looked up the wind speed yesterday on February 25th. It was less than 5 miles per hour. So there was literally no wind. Literally no wind. Received the full footage. Law enforcement didn't give it to him. However, he did confirm the footage of law enforcement before he released it cropped versions to the public. If the car was there at 3:30, no way could have made it back by 5. I don't think he was there at 5 o'clock. To be honest with you, I think he was there at 7. I think he got there right at 7. The ruckus video is the headlight beams. The ruckus video is the headlight beam. Oh. The house setup is strange. You have a garage on one side and a sunroom on the other side. Just weird built to me. Whether the day 5473 wind speed was at 12, according to the world, and on the 26th. So you're gonna probably be looking from the 25th to the 26th. Like you're going to look in the early morning hours, I would guess. Samantha says there was wind, Justin. Let's look. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. February 25th through 26th. February 25th to 26th. Wind speed by hour. Hendersonville, Tennessee, 2024. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. What time is this? 25th. All right, so let me show you this. Oh, hold on. Thank you so much, Jackie, for gifting one pearl necklace. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate you. If you receive that pearl necklace, that lovely pearl necklace, thank Jackie, because pearls look amazing on you. Thank you so much, Jackie, for that. Justin, they are outside Hendersonville. Weather will be different. Well, where the hell are they? I mean, it's going to be pretty much the same, right? I mean, it's not going to be like, how far are they out of Hendersonville? Okay, look at this. All right. So, Hendersonville on 12 a.m. on the 25th was 7 miles per hour. 7 miles per hour on the 25th. Okay. So we're going to go to the 26th. View. All right. 26th, 12 a.m. 6 miles per hour. 6 miles per hour. 3 a.m. 10 miles per hour. Um, what's this one? I don't understand the top one. Okay. 10 miles per hour. So from the 26th at midnight, 12:01, 6 miles per hour, and through 6 a.m., the highest it got in the entire night was 12 miles per hour, which is not much. Oh, that's gust? Is that what that is? Is this gust? How do you know it's gust? So it would have been, the highest would have been 22 miles per hour if there was a gust. Yeah, 22 would be the gust. For, I mean, 1 second. Yeah, I mean, it's a slight, I'm not sure if it's gonna move, leafless branches that much, but what's wind got to do with it? Got to do with it. Got to do with it. What's wind but a secondhand emotion? Look at the bottom right corner of the chart. It tells you. Oh, maybe if I read it, Stephanie. Maybe if I read it, it might tell me. Sorry. Oh, yeah. It says gust right there. Right there where it says gust. Good Lord, have mercy. Sometimes I'm blind. Sometimes I'm blind. 876. Come on, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Be like, what's his name? Tony. TTT. Just the tip. Just the tip. Be like TTT. Just the tip. Just the tip. Bear 90. I did. I'm from around there. What's 90? What am I missing here? Oh, what's this? It's interesting. It's very interesting. I'm gonna look at I mean, there's clearly she had a you just spat out your coffee. I'm Justin, I'm black-headed and I've got a little blonde in there. Reno, let me tell you something. My mother and my father had jet black hair, and I think he's my father, and kind of, tan skin, and my mother has dark hair and kind of tan skin, and my sisters have very dark brown, almost black hair, and kind of tan skin, and we have a Christmas photo of me of all of us as a child, and I'm the white kid with blonde hair, almost white. So there's that. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. You can hear the toilet flush on TikTok, Tony. Ugh. Okay, then. Interesting. So I'm probably adopted or something else. I don't know. I thought Tony's mushroom was a thumb, in my opinion. I mean, it's probably been called a thumb before. What is that, a thumb? Probably. I've seen thumbs bigger. Yes, Milkman son. Yeah. So my hair was like white as a kid. Okay. Let's look at this. Let me see here. It's not that far. Let me see if I can get it on the. Bear with me 1 second. They probably don't have Street View, do they? Bing, get it together. Get it together. They need Street Views like Google. Is there any other thing other than Bing and Google that would have a Street View? Is there any other maps? Does anyone know? I'm just trying to see here. It's really not that far to get across. This is Stafford. There's Street View. Yeah, there's Street View of the Google Earth. We use that all the time. That's right. Let me go down here. See, Sebastian's not gonna go out here. If he went out here, went down this way, right, and went across, right, he's going to have a scent. He's going to have a scent. You know what I wish they would have done? You know what I think they should do? Take my picture and comment down. You're beautiful. Why? I'll take it down. Fine. Fine, Reno. I'll put Hazel's up. Need a third opinion for your poll. when new people arrive. I was forced to click, but am not up to date. Is the poll still up? Thank you, Reno. Go back to the door at the side of the house. Okay. Right there. That door. That door right there. On my end, it is. What on your end? The other poll's still up? I didn't even know the poll was still up. I thought I closed it a long time ago. Ecole. I'll end it in a little bit. It's fine. What if he was carried out in a sea bag to the car? Would the dogs pick up a scent? No. Thank you, thank you. She kind of looks like a man in white. Kind of looks like a man in a white t-shirt to me. I am a man in a white t-shirt, I think. I guess. Oh, you're a member, Sarah. Congratulations. Justin, that white door is the entry to the crawl space under the house. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ginger Snap, thank you so much for being gingery and snappy. If they carried him out on a mattress to a waiting car, would there be a scent? Not if he was carried out. If he's not touching the ground, there no. And mattress would be very, very heavy. Rolled mattress, any type of mattress would be very heavy. Any type. And is making chicken, homemade mac and cheese, and homemade bread. Yummy. Oh wow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Your genetics can play in your coloring. Oh, it has everything to do with your genetics have everything to do with it pretty much. MapQuest. Oh, I've never tried MapQuest. Let's try that. Okay, map 1008 Stafford. Okay, we got Stafford. Satellite. Ooh, MapQuest is bad. It's very grainy. Ooh, but what's this? Can I get on the street? Let me see here. Satellite. Okay. It's way too grainy. See, I'll show you this, guys. MapQuest is way too grainy. I mean, it works in a pinch. In a pinch. But see. Oops. Oops. See if you like want to go really close. It's bad. Really, really, really bad. And you can't like go on the street. Traffic, satellite, print. God, before remember before GPSs. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. The car. They have mother-in-law, and because I wanted to show you this, it kind of reminded me of something. Of course you can connect the dots on my shirt. Why not? V Pike, National Weather Satellite Images. V Pike. Let's try that. Oh, damn. No. There is just nothing like Google Earth. I'll just say that. I'll look around. No worries. Okay. So they have. Oh, thank you, Coco. Thank you. They have. What is it? What's it called? Infinity. She has an Infinity what? Someone help me. It's probably a QX. There are drive-through videos by Jailer and Illuminati. Okay. It's not a big deal. I want to know. Let me pull it up. I've got her information. Let me pull it up. We're going to. I've got the make and model and all of it. Let me find it here. Where's my documents at? Please hold for that information. Katie. All right. Here it is. All right, what's a 2022 KYMO 295? Oh, that must be. Is that a bike? No. Ooh. Oh, it's. What is that? I don't remember seeing that on there. 2022 KYMO 295. That's so weird. All right, I need to find the Infinity. Okay, Infinity QX60 2017. All right, I want to show you something on this vehicle. Um, 360 view. All right. Please. 2017. I want to see it from the rear photos. All right. Just bear with me, guys, so I can show you this, because this is kind of interesting. Maybe you'll understand what I'm saying when I say this. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, we got a new member, Gray Gray. Hey, Gray Gray. Thank you so much for becoming a Pearl. You are so appreciated. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll give you 2 claps. All right. So this right here, I don't know, but I remember my Infinity, and this light, and when I saw this, that made me think of it. This light right here, see how it comes out? It sticks out a little bit. And I'm thinking, I don't know, but there's a lot of lights that stick out. This is from the side view. I need it from the side, maybe. Maybe from the side. It's so impossible. Yeah, I mean, I just remember, but Toyotas do it as well. They stick out the tail lights, and when you're viewing it from the side in the back, it's like a bubble, kind of bubbles out. Infinity has very, very, very strange lights. Very, very strange lights, right? So let me see here. What was the headlights or tail lights? Let me see if I can find one from the side. Side view. No, that's not it. Trying to find a good. Okay, maybe this will work better. And it's just a long shot, but I just want you to see these tail lights. It's like when I saw this, I remembered my Infinity light sticking out. I feel crazy right now saying because it's probably nothing, but that's just what I remembered. It's like there's lights bubbling out. Emailed you videos. Did you check my text yet? No. Oh, okay, there we go. Spirit Seeker, that's a Porsche. Does it matter what kind of car? Yeah, they're more expensive to replace, that's for sure. Anything of Infinity. Any car is expensive nowadays. It don't matter what car it is. They're all expensive. You can buy a GMC or a Mercedes at the same price now. No. I'm saying no. Nissan makes Infinity. Nissan makes Infinity. I'm a car buff. I love cars. Nissan is the premium brand for Nissan is Infinity. General Motors is Chevrolet, GMC, Cadillac. Ford is Ford, and their luxury brand is Lincoln. Yeah, Top Gear. I love cars. Love cars. My theory is a motion sensor went off due to persons moving around going to the car. The timing is right. Enough time for CP. Did we get 1,000 likes? Did we get 1,000 likes? The Bauer Sox have virtually the same car. Get 1,000 likes. Thank you guys. Y'all are amazing. Don't know what I would do without y'all. Thank you guys so very much. Really, really do appreciate it. My dears.
We need some milk.
Okay. Let me see. 1 second, please. ASMR. Cadillac Escalade. Yes, Cadillac. Justin, is it her work van? Is that why it's backed in? Oh, thank you, Lolo. The lights go up the sides of the truck. Yes. Where's Spirit at? Because I wanted to. I drive a Suburban and it's big as a bus. Well, yeah, same. Thank you, D. Marie, my dear. Very sweet. Very sweet. Thank you. So now, Justin, what are you going to do with this theory? Can you send it to anyone? The Ram, yeah, that's a work van, and it has very big. It has very big taillights. Yeah. There's Nissan will service Infinities, especially, I mean, if you don't have an Infinity dealership in your area, they will service them, but they don't sell them. You have to go to an Infinity dealership. Could it be a Chevy pickup? I don't know, y'all. All right. So she truth seeker. Right. That's for people who are yeah, I had a QX80. People either loved it or hated it. But for people who still have like a hard time understanding this. So this is a car, but there is a vehicle parked behind it. And this is its actual headlights because it's very dark. And when they turn some sort of light on, I don't know if it's just the parking, what are they called? Parking lights, or if it's actual headlights. It's probably just the parking lights. But this light kicks on right here, just right above it. And then there is tail lights that kick on. And so Spirit Seeker generously made us a diagram here. You couldn't remember what, Tracy? What'd you forget? Oh, I can tell you. Hold on. 1 second. Bear with me. I'll tell you what it is. Just give me 1 second. What year it is. Let me 1 second. Please hold for that information. Where's that? Okay. (2018) HD FLHX Street Glide Anniversary FLH. What year did he say it was? He said it's like, did he say the year? Now that makes me a little curious. Makes me a little curious about this now. All right, I'm going to show you. Oh, what he has. He has the following. I didn't check the collar, but and I can see Chris driving this. I absolutely can. Oops, 1 second. Oh. Good Lord. I thought I was showing you this. There we go. I don't know the collar. How about that? Thank you, AZ. Working it off. I heard I lived in the country and we look at every car that stops too long. It is a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HT LTZ is what it is. And the interior, it's next to the top of the line. They've got, was his LTZ or LT? Yeah, LTZ. They've got the work truck, the LT, the custom, the LTZ, and the high country. His is second to the top of the line. Oh, hold on. Copy image. This is, make this smaller. All right, so this is the back of it here. Does Tony drive a big truck? Yes, of course. He's from Oklahoma. When you're from Oklahoma, you drive a big truck. You drive a big truck. You know what I mean? You drive a big truck. Guys, Chris did say the year of his truck on Nancy Grace. I think he said, yeah. He's like it's like a 2020 something or something like that. He had a Chevy and a 1500 will not tow that camper. Did y'all watch the interview? She looks to him of her vehicle description in the interview. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'll look at that. Interesting. 2021 I thought would be very wrong. I could be very wrong. Well, he does drive a 2020. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. I will be back in just a little bit. How do you send me an email? Right here. Right here, darling. Or you can text it to me if you would like a faster response. Thank you guys so much for being with me. Appreciate your time. Truly. I don't know. It's so hard to check the lights. It's so hard to check the lights. Thank you, Wendy. I will check it. Priscilla. Ooh. Yes. Yep. I've got this picture actually. I forgot about it. But I got this picture. I'm an Indian outlaw. Sorry, singing Tim McGraw now. Katie got the car from Kathy. Thanks for the 1,000 likes. Absolutely. That's what that is. There is that. And on Facebook Marketplace. Okay. Yeah. I've got these pictures. In fact, I think I was the first one to release the campground. The campground photos. He looks so different now though. I don't know if he's taking steroids or I mean he's still good looking, but something is off with Tim. This is the map. The path the dog was on leads to the retention pond and jumped in. I think if the dog did that, a scent and ultimately lost it, the wind blew the scent up the road. Who knows? But it definitely is the path that would line up the lights. Oh, that's interesting. I'll look into that. Cool. All right, guys. Love you all so very much. I sent pics of the motorcycle truck and camper. Yes, I think I've seen that. Maybe. Yeah, 90s Tim. 90s Tim. Yeah, exactly. Love you guys. Mean it. Appreciate you. I'll be back later tonight, probably 11ish, on my third channel. Hey, Sweet T. HEYSWEET TEA. Hey, Sweet T. All right, guys. See you guys in a little bit. God bless. Good luck. Time for a nap. How about that? Enjoy. See y'all in a little bit.